Hi YouTube, this is the True Black Queen. Today is January 2nd, 2011. I hope that everyone is off to a great start of the new year. And I'm coming to you today. I'm doing another crock pot meal. Today I am making spicy black-eyed peas in the crock pot. So of course I have my crock pot here. I have my liner today. I don't know if anyone's ever used these, but I have these slow cooker liners by Reynolds. It just makes the cleanup a lot easier, and it's just really like a great big old plastic bag pretty much that you put in the crock pot, and I use it all the time. Sometimes I forget that I have them, but for the most part I try to use them because cleaning a crock pot can be a pain. Okay, what we need for this slow cooker spicy black-eyed pea recipe is we're going to need a bell pepper. The recipe actually asked for a red bell pepper, but I got green because the Walmart I was at, for some reason they didn't have red bell peppers, so I figured the green would be just fine. It also asks for a jalapeno pepper. I'm using 2 just because Evelyn and myself, we do like things spicy, so that's basically for us. It asks for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to use 4 because we do like the taste of garlic. I'm using a smoked ham hock, 2 of them I do believe. The recipe actually asks for ham slices, but I really like the taste that a ham hock gives black-eyed peas, so that's what we're going to use. I have my ham here, not ham, excuse me, I have my bacon. It asks for about 4 or 5 slices, just cut up, so that's what I'm going to do. I have 6 cups of water. Let's see, and here is the star of our show, the black-eyed peas. I haven't washed or rinsed them yet. I'm going to do that here in a minute. Now, the recipe did not actually call for me to sit them out overnight in water, so I did not do that. You can, if you choose to do that, you would just reduce the amount of water that you add. But since it didn't require it or tell me to do it, I figured that was great. You know, the easier the better. But I'm going to go through them, pick out any bad ones, and wash and rinse them real good before I put them in there. This recipe also calls for cayenne pepper, salt. It also calls for ground cumin, black pepper, and then it also calls for chicken bouillon. I love these. These are really great when you don't want to use or buy chicken broth, because you can just add that to the water and you have instant chicken broth. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and chop up my jalapeno peppers and my garlic. I'm going to cut my bacon, wash and rinse my black-eyed peas, as well as take out all the bad ones, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I have washed my black-eyed peas. I took out all the bad ones. Rinsed them really well, and here they are. They did swell a bit, but of course I knew they would. I've also cut up about 5 slices of bacon. I chopped my bell pepper. I also chopped my garlic. Like I said, I had 4 cloves of garlic and 2 big jalapeno peppers. Those were really big peppers. I don't think I realized they were that big, or that they would look like that once they were chopped. And earlier I also forgot about the onion. You need 1 large onion, medium-sized onion. I just got the bag onion, the kind you freeze. Makes life easier for myself. And I've made my chicken broth here. What I did here, this is a 4-cup measuring cup. I just filled it to the top. Put about 4 or 5 bouillon cubes in there. Put it in the microwave for about 2 or 3 minutes just to get it soft. And I broke it up and stirred it together. You can do this. You can do it that way, or you can just pour it all in the crock pot and throw the bouillon cubes in there. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. Here I have my spices. I have half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. And then I have just 2 pinches of salt. It's very small pinches at that, because the bacon already has salt in it, and so we don't want to go into any type of salt shock or anything. Not to mention the ham hock that we have over there. But anyway, now we're going to just put it together. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to pour my water in here. And I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 cups of water first, because we kind of like whenever we do something in the crock pot, we kind of like it kind of thick. So I'm going to put about 5 cups in there to make our beans or our peas a little thicker than I normally would. Now that we've got the water in there, we're going to go ahead and, let's do this first. We'll go ahead and put our salt, our ham hock in here. 1, you just drop it down in there. 2, then I'm going to go ahead and put these peas in here, which of course, this is the way that I do it. Of course, if you choose to do it, you might want to put your peas in there first and put your ham hock in there last. It's totally up to you. That's the thing about crock pot cooking. You can really just throw everything in the crock pot and be done with it. We have our bell pepper. Oops. 2 bell peppers. Here we have our garlic and our jalapeno. 2 jalapeno peppers. Go ahead and put that in there. We're going to go ahead and give it a little stir. Just get things moving along. Going to go ahead and put our bacon in there. Drop some of it. Let's see if I can do that. Sorry for the noise. I am banging it on the side of the crock pot because I'm doing this one-handed. And it's really been a very long time since I've made black-eyed peas. In fact, I don't even rightly remember the last time I made any. My grandfather, he used to love black-eyed peas, and he used to eat his with grape jelly. I never did understand. It was good, but he would. I never understood really why he ate it with grape jelly. I guess that's just the way he liked to eat it. But he would smash them up and put some grape jelly in it. I'm going to add our onion. Whoops. Let's see. Sometimes when you get the frozen onion, you can see some of the skin in there, so I just don't want Evelyn to eat any skin tonight when she's eating. Put that in there. Alright, we have added our black-eyed peas, our ham hock, our bell pepper, jalapeno pepper, our garlic, our onion, and lastly we are going to add our spices. Put that on top there. And give it a stir. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to stir it, but I do. Just a little bit. Make sure everything is getting incorporated in our black-eyed peas. Okay. Excuse me. Pepper. Okay, so this is how it looks before it's been cooked. And what we're going to do, we are just going to add the lid, set it on low, and we're going to leave it alone. And we're going to let it cook and do its thing for the next 6 hours. And once it's done, I'll come back and show you the finished product. Okay, I am back. It's been about 7 hours or so since I put these on. Just kept them on low, and they are done. I did get some out because we gave some to our neighbor, but this is the finished black eyed peas. It's nice and thick in here. They are really good. I actually tasted some earlier just to make sure the peas were soft enough. And this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and plate it up. Like I said, this was a very simple recipe. Very good. Not necessarily do you have to eat it on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And I hope that if you choose to try it, that you enjoy it. Bye.